This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
Mother Nature continues to be indecisive. We probably won't see any more days in the 70s, but we are still seeing some pretty wild daytime temperatures mixed with some cold nights.
But while we're only dealing with the thermometer going up and down, other parts of the country are dealing with actual winter weather. A weekend ice storm in Oklahoma City brought down trees on homes and snapped utility poles. While the same weather system is to blame for nearly 200 accidents across the Texas Panhandle.
A little farther south, the Dallas area saw heavy rain that caused flooding. The storm is to blame for at least 14 deaths. Now, part of what's causing all this weather lately is El Nino. And if you remember last week, we had WWOC's Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield on the show talking about El Nino, how strong this one is, and what it could mean for winter here on the peninsula.
Since this is such a strong El Nino, let's go back and look in history at what the two biggest El Ninos brought to Delmarva. And the answer is, for the most part, temperatures were a little bit above normal, and also the snowfall most of the time was below normal.
Now, no matter what Mother Nature throws our way, one thing is for sure, colder temperatures are going to soon creep in.
And not only will you want to bundle up, but same goes for your home, especially when you consider this. A frozen pipe insurance claim can cost a homeowner nearly $15,000.
So joining us today to help us avoid that is State Farm Insurance agent Claudia Nichols of Berlin. Claudia, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I think a lot of people don't realize how much damage can come from a frozen pipe. And I guess what's important here is it doesn't have to be bitterly cold for that pipe to freeze up.
That's true. It's usually a quick dip in temperatures that causes the issue. And this is the perfect time to talk about this because many households are going to be involved in
We're talking 250,000 homes.
Absolutely. And
oh my goodness.
a lot of people don't realize that an eighth of an inch of a crack in a pipe can spew 250 gallons of water into your home. Wow. Damaging your flooring, drywall, possessions. So perfect time to talk about this.
And plastic and copper pipes can freeze.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so help us understand why pipes freeze. There are 3 reasons?
Yes, mainly a quick dip in temperature, inappropriate insulation around your pipes, and people not keeping their thermostats controlled.
Oh, okay.
Important stuff there. Now, you say now is the perfect time to talk about frozen pipes because the homeowner, there are certain things a homeowner can do to help keep that from happening.
Absolutely. First, we'd like to recommend that when the weather starts to turn cold, that you disconnect any hoses that you have to the outside of the home, because even that small area can cause an issue.
Okay.
And then insulate pipes. And the ones that are most susceptible are the ones in your crawl space or your attic where heat is not able to get to those pipes. We recommend that you insulate them. You can put foil around them in a thermal sleeve, or you can use heat tape. If you're using any of those heating products, we recommend that you use ones that have been tested, properly tested by an independent testing facility. And then follow those directions to the T, because we don't want anything to happen.
And you also want to make sure you don't have any leaks. Make sure those are sealed as well.
Absolutely. Dryer vents, electric wiring coming into the home, any kind of pipes, you need to make sure you caulk and seal around those areas so that the cold air doesn't seep into your home.
Okay. So we've taken all of our preventative measures, and now the temperature has really dropped. Now what do we do?
If you're expecting cold weather, you can leave the faucets dripping or trickling down. You want to leave your cold and your hot faucets
Both
going.
Okay.
Open any cabinet doors or doors to closets to make sure that he can get to those pipes, and keep your temperature at a steady
setting.
Temperature, so that you're not turning it down at nighttime.
But a lot of people travel this time of year, so we turn our thermostats back a little bit because we're not there, obviously. So what should we be turning it back to?
55 degrees. Don't go any lower than 55 degrees. And also, if you are traveling, see if you can talk to a neighbor or a friend, have them come in and check on your house periodically and frequently if it's cold.
Yeah.
Right. All right, let's say the worst has happened. We've done everything we can, but the pipes froze. Now what do we do?
Well, you don't want to panic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't mean that they've burst. So the first thing I would do is probably call a plumber, and you can try to thaw those pipes out on your own. Don't use a blowtorch or anything that has fire,
That would be bad.
use a hair dryer, and you want to use that hair dryer from the faucet if you use it on the pipe,
Right.
the frozen pipe that you think.
Well, how would you know if they were even frozen to begin with?
Well, you're going to go around and test different faucets in your house. Hopefully not all of them are affected. And then possibly the one that is affected, you can kind of follow the pipes from there. And any that feel very cold to the touch, that's probably your culprit.
And then we can always just turn it off right there if it looks like one has.
If it has burst, you need to turn off that main shutoff valve and make sure everyone in your family knows where that is.
Yeah.
Because you may not be home.
Claudia, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Some good information.
And to read more from State Farm Insurance about how to avoid frozen pipes in your home, go to WBOC.com, click on our picture at the top of the page. Well, now that we've talked about the inside of your home, let's step outside. Outdoor lighting can not only make your house look beautiful and welcoming in the dark winter months, it can also help deter burglars. Up next, we'll learn more about this twofold benefit.
And then we're going to shine a light on the Suicide Bridge restaurant in the Delmarva Live kitchen. Today, we are making rockfish imperial stuffed mushrooms. Oh my. And a little later on, we're going to pay it forward and surprise one lucky person with a $150 Visa gift card, courtesy of Sussex County Federal Credit Union.
But first, we've been talking about winter weather. Dr. Oz has some advice so the cold doesn't leave you dehydrated.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. Cold winter weather isn't an excuse to skip out and stay hydrated, especially with hot, dry indoor air zapping moisture from your body. Stay hydrated and keep warm with herbal tea or hot water with lemon slices. Just like in the summer months, always carry around your reusable water bottle to sip throughout the day.